on what it is.
So yeah, okay. So very recently, like literally in March of this year, I, I'd been encouraged to share my knowledge about Bitcoin. I've been passionate about it for all this time. We almost went through my whole life story, but there's a gap there. But let's skip over it because I know
Let's
you're
skip
getting
over the
emotional.
gap. Yeah.
Let's skip over the gap. And I'm now full time dedicated to enjoying Bitcoin, living the Bitcoin life, educating people about Bitcoin. And I'm a very good writer. I have this ability to be concise in my writing, which you might not guess from listening to how verbose I am in my talk. But writing gives you the opportunity to edit harshly, and so I wanted
Yeah.
to. There were all these wonderful, magical things about Bitcoin that people had no idea what it was. It's not like anything you've ever seen before. It's not a company. It's not an entity that is run by human beings. It's this autonomous entity that exists out
Yeah.
there in cyberspace. It has all these really cool functions and capabilities. It can withstand. It survived all of these attacks. It's indestructible. It's inviolate. It has this incredible integrity. And I needed to share these ideas with people. So I announced on one of my groups that I was going to be writing these short articles. I'd call them Why Bitcoin. They'd be accessible to newcomers. But secretly, I knew I also wanted them to be smart and impress longtime Bitcoiners because I wanted to be embraced by the community. And I wanted to start to become known in the community. And so I started
Yeah.
writing these. I said, and so I received a very enthusiastic response from the group. They said, they gave me like 140 ideas for different titles, which were very pedestrian, typical things. And so I sat down to write one of these things. And I was kind of stuck because I didn't have anything original to say about it. It was boring. It was very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Dantic?
Mechanical.
Mechanical.
Mechanical, right? Like it's not exciting. And so after my first attempt, I didn't succeed in writing an article. I went to sleep that night, and then suddenly, like, I woke up at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I had the first article. It had come to me in a dream, right? It had come to me in my sleep from my
Right.
subconscious.
All the best
Yeah.
ideas do.
Come that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I grabbed my phone and I wrote it, and it's the first article in this series. It's called "Why Choose Bitcoin," and the basic idea behind it is the fact that you can ask the question, "Why should I choose Bitcoin?" is why it is the remarkable feature about Bitcoin. Like, you don't get asked to choose the dollar; it's mandated, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
told to you by the government. It's legally required that you
Of you.
use the dollar.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is a voluntary currency that needs to earn your choice. And
Yeah.
that's why it's going to succeed, because it's going to continue to get better and better and better to earn as many people's choice as possible. It's a living thing. It can be modified. It can improve. It was really good at the time that it came out. Whereas the dollar continues to be shoved down your throat by people who know that they're forcing it on you. So
Yeah.
they keep making it worse and worse and worse. There's more inflation. There's negative interest rates.
That was my real takeaway from this series of articles. I'll be honest with you, was the control part of it.
Right.
Was that there is no control over Bitcoin, and
Right.
the government specifically, and certainly the global bureaucracy in general,
Yeah.
controls currency.